Hello,
Broadcast
everybody.
is live. Hi, y'all. I was reading my screen. The broadcast is
How
live.
y'all doing? We
Who do
got
we have in
Colleen,
here?
Nisi, Shannon.
Shannon's here. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Niecy, Free Hanley Maid, and hi, the organized pineapple.
Yeah, the
And
pineapple
Sherry,
lady. Yeah, Sherry's in here too.
the wonderful host for today,
Yeah.
Sherry.
Hello, Colleen.
Y'all, I hope I'm not too bright. I'm outside roasting today. And it is already hot after 5 minutes of being out here.
It is hot in Shannon and I's part of the country.
Yeah, it's probably already in the 90s, low 90s anyway.
I gotta go look. Let me see. Oops, that's the Walmart app. I got on my weather app.
Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is supposed to be, the high today, but
86 feels like 92.
well,
I think the high
I'm
is
not
supposed to be 91.
I'm not really looking forward to June, July, and August if it's already
Tomorrow's
this
supposed
hot.
to be 94.
We're already almost hitting 100. So, yeah.
Next week on Friday, 97. That's insane.
I'm afraid now we were, getting so much rain we didn't want it. We didn't want it anymore. Now I feel like it's going to dry out and we're not going to get any rain. And for Texas, here comes the burn bans.
Oh, yeah, same thing here. And
Yep,
then my son will be away from the house a lot because he'll be running fire calls.
for fires. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and people will burn anyway, burn man or not.
Well, we don't if there's a burn ban, but if there's not, we do because that's how we get rid of our trash. We have burn barrels because we're out in the country.
Mm-hmm.
We could have trash pickup, but with us traveling, it's a waste of money for us.
Yeah,
I'm just not going to pay it.
yeah, I don't blame you.
But
But anyway,
I
so
could
what
use your pool here today, Jerry. You want
you,
you want
you
to
can swim.
do what?
I said you can come swim.
Well, I was thinking you could dump out all that water and travel and bring it to me. Yeah, right.
One of my nephews told me, he said, when y'all get ready to get rid of it, to throw it away, when it's wore out, and you go to split it, because it's basically sitting right here, and then we have a hill that drops off. And he wants to know when we do, because I think they're going to ride the wave down the hill. I was like, well, if you want to get out there with 6,000 gallons of water coming out at once, more power to you.
When we were young, we had a pool, but our most fun was slip and slides. That's
Yeah,
what we used. We did slip and slides, and they were fun. So much
yeah.
fun.
Slip and slides were a lot of fun.
Just put a lot of soap on there.
Oh, yeah,
There's no telling where you'll go.
definitely. And we bought Rayleigh one, our granddaughter, last year, and she's already, even though the pool's out there, but she hasn't been able to get in the pool yet because the water's been a little bit cool, and so we haven't let her in. And plus, she's had the coughs and the sniffles, and we didn't let her in. So
Right.
I want my water slide.
Oh, yeah. Kids love water slides.
Her papa was like, I don't even know where that's at. We might have threw it away. I
Have to
don't
get her another one.
know. Well, Chuck is already sitting up in the background. I see him, and he is Belindalus.
He's
Let's
Belindalus.
see, Belindalus.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi, Chuck. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I gotta make Belinda go to work so we can afford to feed all these grandbabies. Oh, I'm nervous as all get out. I think this is the first live. Speaking of,
Pop, can I help you?
no, pops, you got to go watch the TV.
Hi.
She's
I
got
got
a
my pretty cat.
Kitty
yeah.
cat.
I'm on the loose, pineapple. She leaves me. Linda leaves me to fend for myself, but I'm okay with that.
Uh-oh.
All right, go. Go, go, go,
Now
go, 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 go.
pineapple. I don't know what kind of bugs going around, and allergy season is right on top of it. But man, it's rough stuff.
I've had a scratchy throat since yesterday, and I'm like,
It's not.
oh,
It's not fever. It's not chills. It's not aches and pains. It's just you're just dumped up. It's like sinus. It's the
oh yeah,
weirdest stuff.
yeah.
Hey, Colleen.
So Chuck is our special guest today. We were hoping Belinda could come too, but we understand she had to work. He run her off.
I run her off. Sometimes she stays home, but she has to do. She works. Her brother owns a pharmacy,
Uh huh.
and she does like the bookwork and stuff for him. And on Wednesday, she has to get all payroll and everything done, so
Yeah.
she can't get away from that. They
Well,
expect to get paid for some reason. I don't know why.
for some reason, people want their money, huh?
That's crazy.
And after what happened to me last night, I discovered they want yours too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
I was telling Shannon last night. I was telling her today what happened last night. I had woke up around midnight or so, and I got up and went in the kitchen and come back and climbed into bed. And I was like, well, I'm going to check my email to see if I was waiting on an email to see if it happened to come through. And I opened it up, and it showed I had two separate emails from Sam's Club thanking me for my purchases. And I'm like,
Oh no.
I'm going to check my app and see if this is a real deal. And so I went, and somebody had hacked into my Sam's app, made two separate orders for some energy drinks, like 40 something dollars a case, and shipped one under my name to somewhere in Maryland, and shipped the other one in my name to somewhere in California.
That's crazy.
So I was like, ugh. I only use my Sam's app. I'll scan my stuff and check out on my phone, and I don't go through the checkout stand. Well, I stripped all my bank account information, changed my password, and deleted my app. I'm not sure if I think I'll go through the checkout stand because that's a headache.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Did
Blenda
you
does that. She does the whatever, so she can just go pick it up.
Well, somehow you might want to tell her to change her password because Sam's must have got. I don't know if it's just individual thing or if it's
I'll tell her to check that out.
because and I didn't know, but he had went into my addresses, my shipping addresses, and made that shipping address the primary address to ship stuff to.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to go through and delete all that and everything. So it was. I'm gonna have to go tomorrow probably. The bank is preferring. Some places the apps will not put your whole debit card number in there. Some will just put the last four. So the bank prefers, since we don't know what Sam's does, that I get a new debit card. So I'll have to go through all that tomorrow. So anyway,
I don't need to. That's a headache. It is a headache.
It is. It is.
Did you say you hadn't been feeling too good, Sherry? I kind of was half listening a while ago.
Oh, and I was talking about all the sinus stuff that's going around down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's been bad here.
Yeah,
And they've been cutting hay too.
yeah, and allergy season is right on top of it, so it makes it worse for everybody. Oh yeah, Nancy wants to know if I got my money back. Well, when I got those emails and I seen that, I barely caught before they started processing it, and I went through and canceled both shipments
Okay.
and removed all the items he had ordered. And one of them, one particular order, I barely caught before they had processed it. So he ain't getting nothing, and so the money never came out of my bank. It's just the fact of he was in my account. I don't know what information he has. So it was in my Sam's app. But anyway, so I'm just going to get a debit card, a new one, to be on the safe side. Tim is in. Welcome, Tim. How are you?
Hi Tim, how are you doing?
Hey Tim. Hey Niecy.
He said, "Hiya, Colleen. Ribbit, ribbit." And
Colleen, I didn't let Roger do it, but last night we were outside and we had a little frog around around our back door, and he wanted to do a video just for you. calling. I told him no.
Shannon,
Yeah.
I'm sometimes I don't catch on things, and then I get too embarrassed to ask because it should be common knowledge. But Roger's surgery, was it like a laparoscopic surgery?
No, he had a gastric sleeve done.
Okay,
Where they take out part of your stomach.
right. But I mean, did they had to cut him
They
long, or
did
did they just make little
well
snaps in him?
about five little places like that
Okay. Yeah.
around his stomach. Um, and
Well,
I'm sorry.
I
Go
was
ahead.
wondering because he was up and about and doing. I said, "Oh my goodness, that's a tough man right there."
Well, he is tough. I probably would still be down, but Roger, I mean, he's determined. He don't like to be sitting around, very long. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if he's in pain or not. He still gets up and goes. But he's doing much better though because yesterday, for the first time, I actually got him. He was able to eat some soup, some tomato soup, at
Yeah.
that. And so that stayed down. He ate a whole can, not at once, but he split it up in between two meals and didn't have any trouble. So we're gonna try to, thicken it up. I'm gonna try to make him some potato soup later with some ham in it, but chop it up really, really thin so he doesn't, get choked on the ham or anything. But he's getting to be where he can swallow a little bit easier because at first for a few days, water really, really, really hurt going down. Just
Yeah.
water. So it's
So
just because his stomach
stick
is
a tube
swollen.
down your throat.
They put a tube down his throat.
Yeah.
And not only that, all the stitches and stuff and the irritation probably from that alone in itself.
I
And the
think the
swelling.
worst thing about it is what he's complaining about is the sticky tape on his stomach and pulling it off that hair. I told him, I said you need to shave around that area and then put gauze and tape on it because that's hurting the worst.
They should have really prepped him there anyway before.
Right? They didn't. They didn't.
Mm.
But yeah, he's much better now. I mean, he'll take him a little while to heal from the places on his stomach, of course. But as far as energy, he's got his energy back because we bought him some. It's the first time I've seen it, but it's packets for water, but it's called, I think, IV fluids.
Yep.
You can get it at Walmart. And he drank some of that. And like I said, he ate yesterday some soup, and he felt better than he did the day before when he just had liquids. So I think he's going to be good soon.
Got Mama G in here.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, Jesse.
Pork roast for supper tonight.
Spring, the fiber enthusiast.
Jesse.
Jesse, hey Jesse.
Um,
Y'all, I think I'm going to try to move y'all. I hope I don't lose you, but it is hot out here.
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
roast.
I'm going to try to go to a shaded area.
Uh, well, Mama G and Pineapple, I got one up on you. 'Cause I cooked dinner last night and in the Instant Pot actually, and then instead of just serving it out of the Instant Pot deal, I put it on something else.
Uh-oh.
Already washed it, and while we were eating supper, I was cooking supper for tonight. So it's in the fridge. I just gotta finish it up. So I'll have a little bit of a faster evening as far as supper goes.
I keep looking around. I got to keep an eye. Charity had to bring my little tiny man. He goes to therapy. He generally goes once a week, but the past couple of weeks he's had to go twice because they got behind or something. And he has that Down syndrome, and they got to teach him how to walk and all kind of stuff. But he's just a little bit behind what a normal child would be. So I get to watch Riley Lang. Yahoo, Yahoo.
He's probably a sweet little feller, though.
He is. He's very, very sweet. He's just he's real clingy. He always wants to be wherever you're at. But
Yeah,
he is a sweet boy.
yeah. Pineapple says she did a meal prep video last night and it threw her off schedule.
I hope it wasn't rice, Pineapple. She made a like a week long thing on rice. Said her family was tired of rice by the end of the week.
You said you sound like you have a full house at your place today.
I do, and it's just one person.
You said no more rice. We had.
When they're small, it can feel like a full house.
Oh my goodness, she
We
wears
had
me.
the grandbabies. They dropped them off yesterday, and which one is almost 5, and she's kind of out of the rowdy stage. Basically, she's all into being a little Miss Priss. But the boy he just turned a year in March, and now he's learned to climb everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So he's figured out how to climb up in the recliner. So he climbed up in Papa's recliner. He's decided he wanted to stand up, and I'm sitting across the room. And then he decides that's not high enough for him, so he wants to step up on the arm. I'm like, oh no, you get down.
Yep, they're into everything.
Yeah.
They'll learn. He falls once or twice, he'll learn.
Oh, he's like a little monkey. I ain't kidding. He's the worst climber as far as a kid I think I've ever seen within my family. He climbs everywhere.
That's Riley. Riley's 5 years old. She's my oldest, and she's 5. So, I guess your little granddaughter and mine is about the same age, I reckon.
Yeah, she'll be 5 in August. What was you gonna say, Shannon?
That's how our niece was, Jaylee, when she was little. She climbed everywhere. She was on the counters everywhere.
He's going to be one when the house goes quiet and he comes up missing. The first place you need to check is the dryer, the fridge, the dishwasher, the oven.
Oh, God.
He gets into everything and he climbs all over everything. Yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness. She has our Barbie house in the living room, and it has like 3 levels. He climbs up the first 2 levels and gets in and sits, and then he's trying to climb to the 3rd level. I'm going to be totally gray-headed. You can't leave him unattended at all. Rayleigh was more cautious. I mean, if she come to a step, she'd turn around and scoot off of it. And not him, he'll just walk right off the top of it. It's just, I guess it's the boy. Boys are different. Yeah. But
I think the minute they come out, they're living on the edge.
No danger. No fear of it. It's crazy. Well, Chuck, tell us about your channel. Tell us what y'all got going on over there. And
our channel is about life. Life with Blending Chuck. We don't have any specific, I guess. We're just not into garden or canning or cooking, or we just do a little bit of everything, and which in a lot of ways is kind of, you never know what you're going to get, so that kind of is not too good. But we enjoy it. We started the channel. My daughter Charity started it, or helped us start it, and we just wanted to have fun with it. That's all we wanted to do. Enjoy ourselves. We do canning and cooking and fishing and hunting and whatever. Yeah.
Well, you bring a lot of humor to your channel, and I think that's great. And
I call it foolishness, or Belinda calls it foolishness. But she's stuck with me, so she's got to put up with it.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of good times and a lot of happiness on you guys' channel, and I think it's awesome that you do that. Do you pastor?
I do. I pastor a Baptist church down here. Been doing it about 29 years or so. So I guess I'm stuck with it. Riley, you got to go in the other room.
I got to say hi.
Well, you done said hi.
One more.
One more. Say hi. One more.
Sherry, y'all
Hi.
breaking up on me so bad.
Hi, how are you? You are froze on our end. On my end.
Hi.
All right.
Do what?
Hi.
Hi. Now go.
You've been
What?
freezing on my end.
Something.
I know. I've gotten too far away, I guess.
I noticed on Facebook, do you have a singing group or do y'all just
We
do
used to. I
it?
had my daughter, or my two daughters, and my son. Uh, we used to go around singing at festivals and churches and stuff. And but then Charity and my oldest son decided they wanted to get married. I don't know what
Uh-oh.
all that's about. Start having children, and um, so that kind of ended that. It's kind of hard to do anything like that when you got 100 different directions you got to run. But we enjoyed it. We had a good time with it, and we still get together every once in a while when we can. But it's very seldom nowadays.
Yeah.
Parody
Um,
call it TV. I call it Chuckadee.
Chickadee.
TV. There you go.
Jesse's gonna give me a hard time. It don't matter where I'm at, but he says it's because he loves me. I'm not real sure. Uh, he really loves
Yes,
me.
it's a
If
big
that's
cut
the
up.
case.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
we do. We like to sing. I actually I it aggravates me because my kids, they don't know. I practice my guitar and my mandolin and the bass, and I practice nonstop, and I can't hardly play a lick. And they don't ever pick theirs up, and they can pick the and go and do with it, and it's really frustrating. Uh, it really is.
My mother made me take 2 years of piano lessons, and I hated it. I
Did you?
could sit there and pick out with one finger. Piano was not my thing.
Now
I,
Blake
wa-
plays.
I
She plays
wanted the
the piano.
drums. I've played the drums for almost 30 years.
Did you really? You and hey Jesse plays the drums.
Does he?
Yeah,
Well,
he's good at it. Uh,
all three of my kids can play the drums. And then Michaela can play she plays the piano, and then my oldest son plays the bass and the electric guitar with it. So, but we like music. Shannon likes to listen to music. You don't
I
know if she
love
plays.
music. I love listening to the banjo. I love listening to banjo.
oh my goodness, the
Uh,
banjo. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that they liked listening to the banjo.
well, for 10 years, I did home health care and I took care of a couple, and he played the banjo every day. I was at his house and I just fell in love listening to it. It's just, he was so good. And I miss hearing it now because I haven't listened to any since he passed away. But yeah, I love the banjo.
So you like bluegrass?
Yes,
Kind,
bluegrass.
Yeah.
that's we kind of was bluegrass. We wasn't hardcore bluegrass because one we wasn't good enough. I mean we couldn't play the instruments that well because a lot of them folks can really throw more play. But we played more like with the harmony. Tried to do focus more on harmony.
Yeah.
Banjo is the best sound.
My brother-in-law next door, he plays electric guitar and he sings sometimes. So I'm always having music in the evening. Just sit outside and listen to him.
You got your own concert going on.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I love it. My son, my youngest son, he plays the guitar. He's got electric guitar, and he's really, really good. But he'll get in his room and he'll turn his amp way up, and I think you can hear it 10 houses down. But it don't bother me. I say, crank it up. I
Yeah.
like
The
it.
louder, the better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he says he's played the drums since he was 2. He's 60 now. You do the math. Lisa hates that I beat on everything. I had a job one time, and my boss was like, "Do you play the drums?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You're like beating on everything all the time." I just randomly sitting there, just beating around, with my hands or whatever I got in my hands. And
I don't have enough rhythm. I don't got that rhythm. Go figure. I mean, you look at me and think that Chuck has rhythm, but I don't. I have no rhythm.
You
I
would have some rhythm where you couldn't play the guitar.
But I don't play it well.
I'm sure you
I
do.
don't know how to play any instrument. I played the clarinet in high school, and I don't even remember how to play that.
Just blow in it.
It might be coming back to you. You need to get you one and try.
I know, right? They might.
Shane will be our guest, and she's going to play the clarinet.
No.
Make a video of it. I won't see it.
Embarrass myself.
Hey, you
Uh,
know, Glenda, when she was 3 years old, she picked out a song on the piano. Just by ear, she could play it at 3 years. 3 stinking years old. She's a smart aleck, but she plays now. She plays mainly by notes. You know, reading music, and she could play by ear, but she does. She don't have the confidence. Uh, I guess it was just pounded into her at a young age. You know, you got to play by music. You got to play by music, and but but she does really good. I love listening to her. That's what won me over to her when she was chasing me down trying to catch me.
I bet she asked you to marry her too, didn't she?
Where I didn't know anybody else knew that, but yeah.
Blame it all on her.
She's not here. She can't defend herself. I'll just make up what I want.
Jesse said he bet you can play the radio, though, Shannon.
Oh, yes. I can play radio all the time.
Yeah.
Loud and proud.
When my daughter took piano lessons, I made sure that she learned by ear.
Yeah.
And you know, and because she's the church pianist, and you know, you need to be any song go. I mean, just be prepared for anything. So I mean, they can get up there and sing, and she can switch from fast to slow, from this to that, and never have to look at anything.
She's
And,
really good.
She probably knows the keys. You know, if they say we're going to be
Yeah.
in a certain key, and she knows how to transpose from that. I play a lot of times on the weekend, which the C word shut down a lot of that. But we used to go to a friend of mine's house. He built like a barn that, and everybody would just go bring their instrument, whatever instrument they had, and they had a piano in there, and they'd have people in there that just come in and say, "What key you in?" and get after it. But
yeah.
I like to be able to just pick up what I can. You know, if it's in this key, I'm going to play it. So I can't read.
I don't sing. Your mom wants to know which one of us sings.
I can sing in the shower or the car.
Now Chuck sings. He had a group going on for him, but they
So
sing.
I was always in the background. I always let my kids sing. I knew better. I knew if I started singing, people would start running.
Roger always
Charity,
says, "Go
Do
ahead.
what? What'd you say?
Who are you talking to? Me?
Oh, he said something. What'd you say, Chuck?
Go ahead, Chuck."
it's been like 2 seconds, so I don't forgot.
They sound like me.
Me too.
Get my squirrel outfit on, Jesse.
Thanks for coming in, Spring. Have a great day and a great
Have a
rest
good
of
day,
your week.
Spring.
And but yeah, music is very important, and it's a lot of fun.
It is very
And
important.
we enjoy it. But
I listen to music.
yeah, I have got me an Alexa in there, so I'll crank her up. If I'm cleaning a house or something, I'll have her going till the
Every time
grandbaby comes on, and she's like, "Oh, play Baby Shark or Paw Patrol," and it's boom, boom, boom.
Gracious.
That's funny.
every time before I do my live, I got to crank up something. I got to have something to get me kind of, because I'm a little bit on the nervous. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit on the nervous side. But so I got to have something to kind of get me into the mood. So I crank up something, and that'll be my little theme for today.
I get nervous too, Chuck. I do.
Yeah. And I had already told Shannon that she's probably going to have to do the talking today because I was already twisting my words just talking to her before we ever went live. I was like, oh no, it's going to be one of those days.
I twist my words every time.
She's over there, ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm not supposed to laugh. Ha 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 ha.
I started watching y'all. I can't remember when I somehow or the other, I you know how YouTube, you find somebody, you just kind of accidentally stumble on them. And I watch y'all kind of, I probably on this, that Chatterbox Gals. I don't know how long y'all been doing this, but it was on something like this. Y'all were talking back and forth, and I just like the way y'all seem so familiar with one another, and I like that. I just like the way that y'all were comfortable with one another, and I guess that's the reason I started watching.
We met actually. Well, you tell the story, Shannon.
How long ago has it been, Sherry? I've lost count. It was last year. It was probably, gosh, the middle of last year, maybe. Probably been at least 6, 7, 8 months. We met on a live chat, and she said she was in Texas or close to Texas. So when someone says that, I'm like, hey, where are you? You know, we might be close. And sure enough, she's only like 2.5 or 3 hours or something like that for me. Yeah.
So, somewhere we need anyway.
So we just started talking from then on out, and started meeting up with each other, having lunch sometimes when we can, and become good friends. We talk just about every day.
Yeah.
Now, aren't y'all in kind of the eastern part of Texas, or where y'all?
We're in Northeast Texas, Roger and I.
Northeast.
And I'm in southern Arkansas. So
she's like on the border.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all a little ways from Jesse. Jesse's down around Houston.
Yes. So, well, our home is a good ways, but we were actually probably not too far from Jesse in Port Arthur, Texas, when my husband was working there, because Port Arthur is only a couple of hours or so from Houston.
Yeah, Port Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
We done. I think it was Port Arthur. I worked over there. I worked out of Channelview. Worked all over Houston, and we would make cabinets, countertops, stuff like that. And we done some cabinets for an offshore rig that was going over to Nigeria, I think. And I think it was down at Port Arthur where we had to go, and they had to lift us up on these big cranes and put us on the ship. They had some guy. He was a French guy. He was kind of over all of it, and he was just fascinated at the way we had to build everything, and I couldn't understand a word he said. He was speaking English, but he's speaking in a French accent. I couldn't understand a word he said, but it's been a long time since I've been over there.
Oh yeah, we need to there.
Catch up a bit. It looks like. Jesse says he sings tenor 10 or so miles in the woods so no one hears. Pineapple is listening while she works.
Hi, Wendy.
Tim says when they ask what key he sings, he says he's got car keys, house keys, motorcycle keys. Niecy got her lunch cooked. Hello, Brandy and Wendy.
Hi, Brandy.
Hey, Wendy. I didn't even see her come in.
Niecy says it's nice that y'all live close enough to meet up.
It is nice. It's me, Sherry, and Tina Ladybug. She's really close to me. She's only about 40 minutes or so from me. So we all try to meet up when we can.
We make an afternoon of it. We usually meet for lunch and sit around and talk 2 or 3 or 4 hours. And
A long time. A long
I'm sure
time.
the people at the restaurant is like, "Would you please just get up and leave?" We have done a surprise pop up live once or
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
Um, when
I
we
wish I was
did.
closer to a lot more of y'all. That way we could have lunch.
Yeah. Jesse says all the rich folk live in Channelview, Texas.
So we've been
He
through
must
there.
not have been a TV.
Yeah, Brandy is close to
Yeah.
from Wild Family Adventures. They actually are about 5 miles or less from me. Bland's is in Texas.
Bland's is
Uh,
only 30 or 40 minutes away from me, and Tom and Rhonda are close to me.
yeah, we have talked about getting a meetup together. We've just never buckled down and done it.
As
So
many as y'all got over there, y'all ought to be able to have a
yeah,
pretty good get together.
we just tossed the idea back and forth, but we've never settled on anything.
We have a few over here in Mississippi, which I don't know them all. We went down to see Golf Mania the other day. I won some seeds or something off of Jesse's live, and since they didn't live too far, we decided to go down there. We had some stuff we wanted to give them, and so we met them, and they got another channel, Deep South Homestead, is down there. Raising Ronies is not too far from us, which they're another YouTube channel, but they're also, my son dates their daughter, so that don't seem that's not special, you know. It's not like you meeting anybody special. And then they got some up north that I know of, like I think Southern Blessed Homesteads in Mississippi.
Yes, they are awesome.
Mott's Family Farm or Homestead or something. I
Yeah,
just found them. I think they're in North Mississippi.
that's a great channel.
Yeah, Mott. What his name? Tom or something like that.
Yeah, I think
What is
so.
his name, Sherry?
I think it is Tom. I don't know. He messaged me the other day, but I can't remember.
I always feel bad. I watch his videos, but I don't know his name.
They came on our live.
Southern Blessed.
Mm-hmm.
A while.
Mott came on your live.
Yeah, it's been several months ago. A few months ago.
I want to say it's Tom. I may be wrong,
I
but
think
I want
it
to say
is.
it's Tom.
But they are great people. I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe that he pastors too. It's been a while since we had that live.
He does. I don't know where he pastors, but I know he pastors up there.
And
I have an
Yeah.
uncle that lives in Mississippi.
What part?
He lives in Tupelo.
Tupelo. Okay, yeah. I've been up to Tupelo a time or two.
Brandy has family in Macomb, Mississippi.
Macomb.
Hmm.
Okay. We go through. I go through Macomb. A buddy of mine has a camp over in the Homachita forest, the national forest thing over there. Viewed. It's a little no nothing place, but we have to go through Macomb to get there.
Yeah. So are you far from the Louisiana, Arkansas line, the Mississippi, that area? Or the Louisiana line, I guess I should say.
I'm sorry. You
How
asked.
how far are you away from Louisiana and Arkansas?
Oh, Louisiana, not too far. A couple hours. Well, about a couple. I got a family lives down just east of Baton Rouge.
Oh,
I got a couple of sisters that live over there. And of course, all kind of nieces and nephews and folks over there. They populate the world. But and then I got two brothers in Tennessee and Arkansas. I don't know how far Arkansas is. It's probably I could probably get into Arkansas in about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours maybe.
That's not bad.
Hey, Glenn and Jessica.
Yeah,
we're about to be in New Orleans for Roger's job. So, well, not New Orleans, but it's Chalmette, Louisiana.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's just Yeah, that's not too far. Actually, from us, New Orleans is probably only about an hour and a half at the most, uh,
Okay, that's cool.
up the interstate. But I don't go to New Orleans. I don't like them big cities. Houston, I hated Houston. I
Oh,
I had to learn how to drive, and it's like I said, it's been 30 something years, and which I used to live in Atlanta too. So, but now I live out in the country, and the only thing we got to worry about is cows and tractors. So,
There
um,
you go.
that's how it is here, cows and tractors. And then when we travel, we have to go through all these cities, and Shannon is not a city girl at all.
no,
Uh,
I'm not either. I don't.
I traveled back and forth through Houston for over a year, and it was so horrible.
I hate it.
So
I
horrible.
love the country.
I had to go back over to Houston. It's been a couple years now, but like I said, I hadn't been over there in probably 30 years. Uh, but I had to go back over there. A man I worked with, his wife passed away, and they wanted me to do the funeral. And I drove over there, and I was just shocked at how much bigger it had gotten. Because when I was there, they was just doing the Beltway, that Beltway 8, I think
Mhm.
is what it is. They hadn't even finished it yet. I think they got another one on the outside of it now, and uh, it was crazy. I was my fingerprints are probably still in the steering wheel because I was nervous as all get out.
That's how I am. That is exactly how I am.
Uh, Jesse said the traffic is why he is so glad to be retired now.
Yeah, I imagine so. I don't know where he had to go to work. I know. I think he worked for Shell, uh, but I don't know where that is in relationship to where he lived.
We were in Texas City, and that's just the other side of Houston. And I would leave at 4:30 in the morning just to get through Houston before rush hour, or try to beat the traffic. Sometimes I still got caught up in it, but I would leave early just to try to beat it because it's horrible.
Yeah. Even Shreveport, I hate to drive in Shreveport, and it's not that overly huge, but I just hate the hustle and bustle of city
Yeah,
traffic.
I hadn't been to Shreveport in forever either. Uh, Shreveport, Dallas, any of that part of the country, I stay away from.
You know, I'm about 40 minutes away from Shreveport. So,
Okay, so you're not too bad.
no, not too bad. Jesse worked for Shell 12 miles away, and
Okay.
Brandy hates Houston traffic. They go through there a few times a year on the way to Mexico.
Hmm.
And
I have to say, Houston is the worst city that I've been through. I don't like it. I'd rather go through Baton Rouge.
Oh, I hate Baton Rouge too.
I mean, I don't care for it, but I would take Baton Rouge over Houston.
The thing about Baton Rouge is their roads. It just kind of comes all together, and
Mhm.
it's a standstill. At certain times of the day, you might as well just get ready to sit in traffic. You just
Yes,
are.
that's for
Uh,
sure. Hmm.
yeah. Well, y'all, I think we're going to kill it a few minutes early. Shannon is about to die.
I'm melting out here.
I'm just loving this good cool air. I'm just
Ooh, I won't
hey.
do this again. It's warm.
I appreciate so much y'all having me on here. Y'all could have got all kind of y'all could have had Jesse up here, and probably had some kind of viewers. But I do appreciate y'all having me up here. It's a privilege.
Hey,
Like I said, this is my first time.
we've
Uh,
enjoyed it. And,
Yeah, we've had fun.
we'll have to plan it again. And hello, Roger. Welcome in.
My honey's inside in the AC, so
Uh,
chiming in.
is that your Roger? Roger M
That's
is.
my Roger.
Hey
thanks for
Roger, I
tuning
hope
in,
you get
Jesse.
feeling
Have a
better.
great day.
Have a good
Chatterbox.
day, Jesse.
Uh,
Yeah, we thank you for coming on, Chuck.
Well,
yeah.
I enjoyed it. Thank y'all so much, and if you'll kick me out, I get out because I don't never know how to get out of these things. Just kick me out.
Niecy's live starts in a few minutes, so y'all go over there and give her a Roots raid. And but anyway, next week is hosted on Shannon's channel.
Come and see us. I don't know
So-
who's going to be on. Maybe no one. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we will go back to Tuesday at noon, so standard time, so Central Standard Time. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day and a great rest of the week.
Yes.
Great weekend, and
Good
we
to
will
see
catch y'all later.
Bye, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.